Hey, what's going on, everyone? How are y'all doing? Happy Sunday, fun day afternoon. So, the weather outside is basically like, say, well, pretty cold tonight. Plus, it's like, say, well, 27 degrees outside. So I just checked the weather channel, even on my phone, just before I got started, like, say, well, doing this video recording, though. So anyways, I just spotted, like, say, well, this half moon upstairs from the upstairs bathroom. And I'm actually noticing, like, say, well, let's see, there's a half moon out here, and there is a star on the other right side, though. But there are no airplanes out here, though. No, it's clearing my throat, though. So anyways, tonight out, but tonight out here is like, say, really peace and quiet, though. That's good news. Well, let's see. Let's see here. All right, let me try and zoom. All right, there it is. So anyways, I haven't truly forgotten that I'm gonna be, like, say, we're zooming on part 3 on my artwork sketch on her. So I know. Let me see, because I know I haven't, like, say, well, let's see, because I know I haven't, like, say, well, posted part 3 though. I posted part 2 since yesterday on a Saturday morning, while I was actually, like, say, what, adding my own color pencils, trying to put the finishing touches on this artwork sketch of her, though. Since I'm just trying to do it carefully. And plus, I'm actually, like, say, well, I'm also, like, say, well, working on 3 newest artwork sketches. Because I know I've been working on about both of them since earlier Sunday morning. Since today is January 13th, 2019. So yes, I am, like, say, well, just working on 2 newest artwork sketches. So I'm just, like I said, so I'm just taking my time, just being patient, though, not trying to rush into, finishing up my artwork, though. So, if there's one thing I truly do know of, here's one main thing. Most of, like I say, other talented artists, on the other hand, mostly on their YouTube channels, they do, like, say, speed drawing, showing everyone else how they work on a lot of the stuff, I mean, like, working on, each and every sketches of, of any celebrity person or other anime characters. To be honest, I don't know how they do it, but, there's one thing I truly do know is you can't really rush art, though. You just have to, like, say, just slow down, take your time, just be patient, though. And, like I said, you'll be able to, and, then you'll be able to get it eventually. Hey, practice makes perfect, but hey, we artists, we're just basically, truly human beings with real emotions and a heart. So, nope, like I said, so, nobody can actually replace, originality or a person's originality, though. It's just called, just being myself. So you can't please, like, say, everyone else with your artwork sketches. So, like I said, some others love it, some others hate it, whether it's a like or dislike. Oh, well, that doesn't matter. The most important thing is just called, hey, just being, like, say, just being your only person, though. So it's not just about saying the right things, it's just about doing the right things. So this is just, what I'm just, currently trying to explain, though. That's the real reason why I'm so passionate about art. It's just called, just taking it one step at a time. That's all. when you create art, it definitely, like, say, you create life, though. It's like you bring it to life. So the most important step out of everything else is like, hey, well, you can't exceed everyone else. You can't really exceed, people's expectations. You have to try, like, say, first things first, it's called, getting to know yourself, to test your own skills. And most importantly, it's just called, exceeding, your own expectations. So that's what I'm just, currently doing. So, like I said, every other talented artist out there, it's just a beginner, It doesn't matter whether you're experienced or a veteran or whichever, hey, nobody's perfect. It's just called, just being myself and just being an original. That's all there is to it. But even still, it's a good thing. Let's see. But even still, it's a good thing I'm actually, like, say, doing this video recording on my phone. It's better than that. It's better than that than it is on my tablet. Otherwise, it could have been, like, say, really. Otherwise, it could have been difficult due to, like, say, this very cold weather out here. I'm just clearing my throat again. And like I said, but to really answer that question, no, it's not about putting no one on some major high pedestal. Period. It's just called, hey, well, in order, like, say, to test your own skills, you have to first things first know yourself and, your own ability. And, it's just called getting to know, my own abilities. That's all. It's just called being myself, and the only person who I can truly, like, say, exceed my own expectations is just myself. Anyways, I'm just trying to make my own point across. I'm just being honest, though. Because I know there's, like, say, I already know there's, like, say, an airplane just flying around blinking those white and red lights, so I'm not paying attention to that. I'm just, like, say, just currently looking at this half moon out here. And, that's just about it. Yeah. Let's see. And there's another airplane out here. Is that a second one I'm just looking at? Yeah, I am. I can see it, of course, on the left side, so it's definitely, like, say, flying. It's definitely just flying around the right side. It's just way above, from where this half moon is at, but it's gonna be, like I said, but it's gonna pass. Like I said, it's just gonna, like, say, just pass through around these skies, since it's just flying around the right side of direction. Let me see. Let me zoom out and see if I can be able to catch up to this airplane out here. I know it's kind of hard to see since, the weather, since, tonight is basically dark. But if you see that little tiny light, though, that kind of looks like a star, but it's really an airplane. I can see it right there. So there it is. It's just passing, like, say, through those trees. Not crashing, but it's just passing through it. Since it's just a few inches away. So anyways, I was just checking through the Weather Channel. Speaking about that, let me see. Actually, this half moon, of course, will be out here throughout, like, say, tonight. Especially around, like, say, on a Sunday to Monday morning even at 3 a.m. And then, let me see. And then tomorrow on a Monday afternoon, there's supposed to be, like, say, the weather, however, is supposed to be, like, say, it's supposed to be sunny and cloudy starting around at 12 p.m. And plus, I was also, and while I was at, let me see, but right after that, I also did check on the Weather Channel, even at Los Angeles, California, like way out there. It's supposed to be like, let me see, it's supposed to be like, say, well, be raining starting tomorrow at 8 p.m. No, not 8 p.m., but 8 a.m. and possibly maybe 12 a.m., maybe 9 a.m. I don't know. I don't know. I just quickly just checked, of course, just before I got to like say, well, doing the video recording of this half moon though, which is like, well, way above out here. Hold up for a moment. Man, I'm getting sorry about that. I apologize. Cause man, why in the world is this weight meter? Of course, is actually here on this floor. So I apologize for that. I kind of stepped on it though, because I was trying to carefully not to. Man, why is that weight meter always right here in the upstairs bathroom? Like seriously. I know. See, I know. I have an idea where to put it. That way I don't accidentally knock over it. All right. So, anyways, back to the half moon out here. All right. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, tonight's like, really quiet. No, for real, it is. So, and I can definitely hear, like, say, some cars, of course, from a distance, just revving around, just one of them. So what I'm gonna try and do is like say, well, let me see, because I know I have three. Let's see, I have three newest artwork sketches I need to like say, well, finish up. Because let me see, because the first one that I'm still working on, it's only about halfway through. And let me see, I'm also working on like say, well, just about two of them that I've been. Let me see, because the first one I just did. Not to get everything else too confused, but to make it clear. But the first artwork sketch I've been working on since well, this month here in January 2019 was was from last week. All right, so it's a good thing I put the month, the date, and the year though. And as for the other two, I'm actually working on like say what both of them since since earlier since earlier Sunday morning at night, even on January 13, 2019. So, like I said, I'm going to try, like, say, because, like I said, what I'm going to do is, like, well, take my time, trying to, like, say, well, working on all three of them, though. I'm not going to say like I said, but I'm not going to say who, because then that'll, like, say, spoil the surprise, though. So that's why I don't reveal exactly what I'm going to work on, though. So, this is just me being my own person and all, so. But don't, like I said, but don't worry. You'll see exactly, who I'll be. But like I said, but don't worry. You'll see exactly of whom I'll be, like, say, well, I'll be working on as soon as I add my own color pencils, though, onto my own sketch, though. I mean, even on my own sketchbook, though, so that's all. Because I'm actually, like, say, well, working on my, second sketchbook, so I only have like say a few pages left. I definitely need. Let me see. I definitely need more of that. Let me see. I definitely need more of that. Let's see. That very same sketchbook though, so that way I can try like say what testing my skills on working on more. I mean, on drawing more though. All right, there it is. Okay, so let's see. I'm just looking at. All right, so right now I'm just checking out the clock. So it's like, let me see. All right, so I say it's like what 7:10 p.m. or 7:11 p.m., especially around tonight, the Sunday afternoon. And you got like say, well, a third airplane flying out here. Oh yeah, there was some. Oh yeah, that's right. There was something else I also wanted to say though. Okay, like I said, but see, but there was something else. But just earlier, on a Sunday morning, I was just watching. I was just watching this reality TV show, Love After Lockup. On season 2, on episode 6, and to be honest with you, of course, this, like I say, but this dude Scott from Oxford, California, who's actually like say, well, currently in a relationship with Lizzie. Like I said, to be honest with you, this dude Scott, however, had just simply just spent like what over $90,000 over drugs, even just for Lizzie, and the fact that he still hasn't really told her the whole truth for starters. I mean, come on, like one question though. I mean, like just what in the? I mean, I was okay, but excuse me, all right, but excuse my language for what I'm about to say, but just what in the hell is this guy even? What the hell was this guy even really thinking though? Lizzie almost died, of course, due to like say what over due to heroin while she was actually incarcerated. And it's just that it's just flat out stupid that the fact that Scott just spent over $90,000, all of this just for her. I mean, come on. Personally, I don't view him as a bad guy, but still, but what he just did just made poor judgment though. He should. He should have used better judgment, like like no, I'm not going to, But like I said, but while they were actually on their very first date at the restaurant, it's just that what Scott on the other hand really, like I said, but Scott on the other hand really needs to like say really be honest with Lizzie and just tell her though the fact he just spent like say what an astronomical amount of over $90,000, and the fact that he's broke. Here's one thing. You can't. Here's one thing though. You can't buy a woman's heart over money, of course, just for drugs though. Just because Lizzie was actually like say what a former like say a former drug addict. This is like I said. But to be honest with you, this isn't my business, so I'm not trying to pry and all because I was just watching this on a TV reality show. But still, Scott on the other hand really should be honest with her. He should tell her the whole truth because first things first. That's what. Let me tell you something. Because first things first. Honesty, however, saves everyone's time. That's just really, Sean Diddy Combs' own words from Twitter. But honestly, personally, I agree with him on that one. But still, Scott, on the other hand, was like, what, 51 years old? He really, like I said, he really should just be completely honest with Lizzie. Just tell her the whole truth, though. It's better. Let me tell you something, And, that's all there really is to it. That's what a relationship is all about. Honesty is always, the key. And when it's always, the best policy. It's the main key to everything else. And, relationships, however, basically risk everything, whether it's good or bad. So Scott, on the other hand, should just be a man, of course, and really just be real. And if this is all, like I said, because the only real reason why he still hasn't told her, of course, is because out of fear, because that if he tells her, Lizzie might actually just leave him. Well, like I said, hey, those are the kind of, risks that you make, whether it's good or bad, but still, he really should just be honest with her. That's all there is to it. And hold up, because I can definitely feel my hands, of course, really getting cold, though, due to the fact because I'm using my left hand while holding my phone with both hands. So let me switch to my right hand because I got to put my left hand here in my pockets trying to stay warm. Man, my left hand is cold. Nah, for real on this one. Okay, so let's see, because I'm just looking outside while I'm just talking about, the reviews from, season 2, Love After Lockup, But still, But even still, but you know, what Scott did was serious though. I mean, he already just revealed he was an enabler, but still, like I said, but you know, let me tell you something, you know, here's one thing, you know what, here's one thing, here's what I'm about to say though, but it takes a real man, of course, you know, to fully, you know, tell a woman how he really feels about her. I mean, here's one thing, he could have like say, you know, well, here's one thing, he could have like say, you know, written like say, you know, a love letter or poetry, you know, or maybe like say, you know, work on an art sketch of her, you know, even from her photo, you know, just like say, you know, just to tell her exactly how he really feels about her. It's just called getting creative, and it's just called being honest, and you know, just being honest about it. That's all there really is to it. And the fact that he still hasn't told her, of course, you know, like I said, you know, he's jeopardizing, like say, you know, a major relationship between him and Lizzie. Now I see why Lizzie's daughter, Jasmine, doesn't even really like Scott at all. But personally, I don't view him as a bad guy. Like I said, but honestly, I don't view him as a bad guy, though. I mean, here's one main thing. I know his feelings for Lizzie are genuine. She actually feels the same thing for him. But the bottom line is, it's just that, you know, he really should just be real and honest with her about everything, especially, you know, the fact that he spent over $90,000, really. So that, like I said, you know, that would definitely just save, you know, each other's own time. I mean, here's one main thing, you know. Here's one thing, you know, people make mistakes, you know, and they just learn from it. That's just, you know, being real and honest about it is, you know. And here's one main thing. It's called taking risks. If you truly love someone, just tell them, just like say, you know, just tell them the whole truth, you know, and not just out of fear. You know, here's one thing. I mean, here's one thing, you know, Scott made a mistake, though. You know, and I'm just hoping, you know, he just, you know, really learns his lesson from it. You know, that's all there is to it. But, you know, I can't wait to check out, you know, let's see, on season 2, Love After Lockup on episode 7, though. Let me see, because this was actually on, this was actually on an A&M channel. Since I've been watching, like, say, well, just a few episodes, you know, even on YouTube, like, say, well, on a YouTube channel, that was what I was really doing. But I was actually, like, say, well, watching season 2, episode 6, even on TV, though. So, you know, that's right. So, you know, that's all I just really have to say onto that matter. So, like I said, you know, it's like I said, this isn't my business and all, so I'm not trying to pry, but, you know, I'm just being honest about it. So I was just like, you know, I was just watching the episode, and, you know, I was just like saying, you know, just well, explaining, you know, the reviews on it. Okay, so let's see. As I was saying, let me see. But as I was saying, though, okay, let's see. I spot a half moon out here. There's a star here, and there's, like, say, a second star. Let me see. Where is it? Oh yeah, okay, I see it now. It's on the left side, though. Right around that tree, though. Man, what I really just want to do is try to wrap this up tonight, because what I want to do is, like, well, you know, let's see, eating Five Guys, and, like, say, well, resume working on my artwork sketch, though. Before I actually, like, say, well, download this video and post it on my own YouTube channel, though. Because like I said, because what I'm about to do, as soon as after I'm done with this video recording now, is that I'm gonna, like, say, well, wrap that up, eating Five Guys, and afterwards I'm gonna try and, like, say, well, resume working on two of my artworks, two of my sketches on my second sketchbook. Since I'm only just about halfway, since I'm really, you know, halfway there on all 3 of them. Then afterwards, as soon as after I'm done, I'm going to try and, like, say, well, resume working on part 3 by adding my own color sketches, you know, working on her. And, you know, that's all there is to it. all right, so let's see. So I don't really see any airplanes around here. Let me see. Let me see. Was it actually? Okay, I know it was a third airplane, but was it actually a fourth one though? I spotted because I know. Oh yeah, that's right, I did. Because while I was actually busy talking about let me see. Because while I was just busy, just currently viewing this beautiful half moon outside tonight, alongside talking about Love After Lockup. The reviews on from season 2 on episode 6. Yeah. But like I said, but for real, this weather out here is really cold. But but man, thank goodness it's not exactly windy though. Not like how it used to be since last month. No, not last month, but last week though. On January 2019. So my bad though. I had to correct all of that. Yeah, like I said, outside tonight it's like it's like really quiet. This half moon out here, she. Let me guess, she's really beautiful though, isn't she? I totally agree on that one. Woo. Oh yeah, speak. Oh yeah, that's right. And speaking about the R. Kelly, and speaking about the whole R. Kelly incident that was going on. Let me see it because let me see. I was just on my phone on Google, and then let me see because I was just on my phone on Google since last week, and I was while I was there on Google, I kind of like say, well, I took a look on the top news, and there was some sort of like say, well, an anonymous caller apparently who somewhat tipped the cops, of course, that R. Kelly was actually like say, well, holding, a couple of women hostage at Trump Tower. And I'm like, and like I said, but the bottom line is, R. Kelly, of course, didn't, like I said, he didn't do nothing wrong though. He didn't do any wrongdoing, but I'm like, well, here's one question. I mean, like, what exactly on earth was this anonymous caller even really thinking though? I'm like, what's he trying to? I mean, like, no, not what he, but what I'm like, but what exactly is this anonymous caller, this person trying to do? Trying to destroy what? R. Kelly, of course. Not to mention, like, say what his own legacy or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, the cops, of course, had already checked, and apparently, there was no wrongdoing going on. So that was also what I kind of like say, well, discovered about everything else. Not to mention, I also did kind of like say what learned. Not to mention that I've learned, of course, that the whole R. Kelly and Lady Gaga song, will eventually be pulled off. Will be pulled off. The music, of course, will be pulled off the stream. Man, that's a bummer. Like I said, but in the meantime, stay tuned, everyone. I will be back by working on part 3 on my artwork sketch on her. I'd say, oh, excuse me, I just burped. But like I said, but stay tuned. I will be back later on working by adding my own color pencils onto the next sketch on part 3 on her. So stay tuned. I love ya. Happy Sunday weekend, everyone, and I'll be back. Oh yeah. But anyways, let me quickly just observe this half moon out here for about a second since I'm almost done. Since it's like, what, 32 hours and... No, it's about 33 minutes. Alright, so...